Pension auto-enrollment will soon be introduced. This means that all full-time workers over the age of 23 earning more than €20,000 per year must contribute to a pension, and employers must contribute. What are those pension entitlements, and is there independent advice available? The Q Financial Pension Team are experienced in advising both employees and employers of the positive and affordable options available for your situation. Call 091 421 900 or log on to qfinancial.ie.
Q Financial, qfinancial.ie.
Based in Clare, Galway, OMA Financial Services Limited, trading as qfinancial.ie, is an authorised independent pension intermediary regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland.
We redefine your relationship with energy, save you money, and get you on the path to a cleaner, greener future. JFW Renewables, your nationwide solar energy specialists. Call us today for a greener tomorrow.
Every single ticket that's sold, 5% of proceeds from that ticket is going to Jigsaw to help us provide free therapy for young people aged 12 to 25 across Galway City and County who are experiencing difficulty with their mental health.
You're very welcome back to Tuam Stadium. A big crowd still in situ here for the second of today's doubleheaders of the Bon Secours Galway Senior Football Championship. We have seen Cuillinn put down a little bit of a marker, it shall be said. Dermot, they certainly were impressive. They're back in the final. Will it be a repeat of last year's final? Maigh down to our left-hand side, a bit of a, you'd nearly say, unfamiliar ground for them, and certainly a ground that is fairly familiar to the team down to our right-hand side, Tuam Stars. Tuam Stars on the up, but they're placing a fairly seasoned outfit here today.
They are. It's probably the first game that Maigh have started their full squad. You know, they've Peter Cook, Gerard Davlin and James McLaughlin all starting now.
Yeah, so pause for our intervene. Big ovation here at Tuam Stadium as Tuam Stars down to our right hand side, of course, in their familiar red. The big boost for them in Shane McGlinchey, who had been a big injury doubt coming into this game, starts their starting 15 then is Dara Forkin in goal. The full back line is, as you were in the programme, 2, 3, 4, Dara Roke, Ian Tierney and Rory O'Connor. It's 5, 6, 7 also, Gary O'Donnell, Dara Hennigan and Cillian Reedy. Middle of the pitch then is Paul Collins alongside Shane McGlinchey. That's 23 and 25. The half forward line is number 11 Conor McQualter, number 13 the experienced Jamie Murphy, and number 9 Conor Rattigan. And the inside line is number 29, that is Luke Davern, number 13 Brian Mannion, and number 15 is Ben O'Connell. Thomas Murphy is our match referee for today. We'll quickly have a look then at the team from Cuillinn. Of course, big injury doubts for themselves as well. And 2 of the 3 injured players are back. Andrew Power is in goal. The full-back line then is 17, Conor Corcoran. Number 3, Sean Kelly. And number 4, Michael Maughan. Half-back line, another one of the injured players returns. That is Owen Kelly. David Wynne is at centre-back. And alongside him is Johnny Maloney. Middle of the field is 8 and 9, Tom Clark and James McLaughlin. Half-forward line, Ger Davern returns to the side. And centre-forward is Paul Kelly. And number 25 is Peter Cook, who shot the lights out in the last day out. And then the inside line, again another player back from injury, Desi Keneally. Number 27 is Fiona McDonagh, and number 15 is Owen Gallagher. A lot of big names in that Cuillinn team, Dermot, as you touched on.
Yeah, huge names. It's probably the first time that they've all their teams playing, but there's a lot of huge bodies out there as well. Straight away though, this game has more of an impetus about it than the last game. Both teams seem like they're going to go at it. There's a bit of a bite to it. So I suppose for Tuam, they're going to try and start early and get the crowd behind them, because as you can hear there's a lot of support from Tuam, a local crowd here. Yeah,
huge buzz has been in town as McGlinchey. That was a great bit of defending there, firstly there from Rory O'Connor a couple of moments ago. 1-1 with Desi Keneally laying down a little bit of marker. Tuam though, they're renowned for being dogged tight at the back, and the shot comes in from distance here, and it's gone out towards the left hand side wide. We're watching the attack, but defensively Tuam have been really, really good.
They have, yeah. Rory O'Connor now is on Desi Keneally. That'll be a huge battle. But just interesting with Cuillinn, will they go long or short? They're gone short with this kick out, because over the last while, since they've been forced long, they haven't been as good. It's probably an area that Tuam may try and go after, but Sean Kelly's on the ball now. It's probably the first game since he's left Intercounty that he'll probably go full tilt. You know, he's had a difficult year with injuries, but I presume he'll be making more runs up the field today.
James McLaughlin now out in the middle of the pitch, gives it back to Sean Kelly. Looks lively so far. This is, of course, is the battle to place Cuillinn here, back here in 2 weeks' time. And the Tuam Stadium is looking immaculate. It's like the good old days. It's absolutely rampacked. New stand here. The new Joe O'Toole stand is in such a good crowd across in the terrace on the far side as well. It's the place to be at the moment. We're just waiting for the first score of the game. 2 minutes in. It's Cuillinn on the attack. Peter Cook, he hovered outside that scoring zone, shall we say, against Duke Gerard. Shot 1-5. Some of the scores were simply outrageous. Tuam, they seem to be tagging him over there. Conor Rattigan is following him at the moment. Yeah,
just one guy, Owen Gallagher, just like Darragh O'Rourke, seems to be tagging him. He's a huge player for Cuillinn. So it's hard to know yet what the other scenarios is. Gary O'Donnell is sitting sweeping now, so Tuam have a good defensive setup. Cuillinn are keeping everyone wide, and they're probably looking for the likes of Peter Cook and these guys to take shots with this breeze, like the way Cuillinn did in the game before.
Sean Kelly on the ball. He certainly looks lively, as you mentioned there, Jeremy. He's going for a run down, breaks the 45, backwards they go, keep possession, back towards McLaughlin. Seen a lot of football so far outside the 45. Punches backwards to Gallagher. He likes to have a shot at goal. He nearly goes across Thomas Murphy. He does. He takes a shot at goal. Will it hang up? Will it squeeze in? It looks good. It is the flying doctor. He's a remarkable servant to the Cuillinn side. Of course, came down from Antrim, made himself at home here. Now a doctor in Dublin, is still commuting up and down. That's a serious commitment, and he's a serious player.
Yeah, he's a great player. He's a huge plays a pivotal role for Cuillinn, coming off the shoulder. He seems to be very pacey. Every time team players seem to struggle to stay with him when he gets running, and Cuillinn use him in them 1-2 scenarios. He just broke onto a ball there, coming deep, and kicked a great score. So a good start for him.
Well, here comes Tuam trying to respond to things. Of course, they've been flying high. Disappointing first day out against Clare Galway. Thought the season might have gone a little bit of askew, but since then they have been in flying form. It is the first year in management for Dave Donlan, and certainly impressive on that victory over Annadown. Ball is booted in here by Conor Rattigan. In towards the corner it goes. It's won nicely over there by Luke Davern. Backwards it goes for the recycle. Hennigan now goes backwards towards Reedy. Reedy now looks up, plays the ball in field. Cuillinn pretty much have left everyone aside from Desi Keneally. Peter Cook is just standing there in the centre back position, just trying to move some things around. Gary O'Donnell, he had been sweeping, but he's just getting possession now. He's going to run across towards the terrace in the far side, trying to find a bit of open country. That he does. Nice ball down the line towards McCoulter. McCoulter still going. Can he get his shot away? He's been tagged there by Johnny Maloney. There's a bit of help with coming on there through. The ball bobbles up. It was cycled backwards. Angus Tierney gone in and gives the 1-2. Back it goes now towards Brian Mannion. He's down the floor, scoops the ball away. It looks like it'll be a turnover. And now come Cuillinn here, the little bit of roar, and they're coming flying forward. Maloney now loves to get forward. He's done a beautiful little shimmy there, and onwards he goes. Surrounded by 2 or 3, needs help. And it's a challenge that Tuam Stars didn't need to make there. He was almost gobbled up.
Yeah, and Maigh Cullen are a very good counter-attacking team. They're probably playing similar enough to the way Salthill play, but when they do break, they break at such venom and pace, and they have leaders to carry the ball and come off the shoulder. So, you know, if you were Tuam, you're probably thinking, don't get turned over in that clutter, because they will come like a train down through your centre of your channel.
Here comes Gallagher again, gives it back towards McDonagh, just inside the 45. Runners coming around, still on runs to go. Can they get the shot away? It's a difficult angle, and it's a little bit off centre in the moment. Their first wide of the game, a wide apiece. But Maigh Cullen have the advantage in here. 5 minutes gone here in Tuam Stadium, and they're starting to tick.
Yeah, we're just wondering here now, what will Maigh Cullen press?
Looks
the
like a press,
Tuam
doesn't
kickers?
it?
Because Tuam have Maigh Cullen probably have the bigger men around the middle area. There's some humongous men out there, Maigh Cullen. If you look at Gerard Davern, Peter Cook,
even Phil McDonagh, who took that shot there,
Phil
the big man,
Tom Clark, James McLaughlin, they're all 6'4", 6'5". Paul Kelly, you know, even Sean Kelly if he's pressing up from the back, Owen Kelly, they're all 6'3", 6'4". So I'm presume they're going to try and force Tuam out long, and they will be confident that they can win the aerial battle.
Darroch is down there just getting some run repairs. That just allows a little bit of a stoppage. But this kick out is fascinating, really. As we said, if there is one weakness potentially in the Tuam lineup, and we've probably have seen that in the way they've brought back Paul Collins out in the middle of the field, is that middle of the field. And there's big men lining up in a line of 4 around the middle here in front of us. Darragh Farquhar doesn't have a short option at the moment. He's gone out left. He bombs the kick out up towards the middle. Up go the bodies. It's going to go over the lot, and it's going to break kindly over here for Ben O'Connell, who's coming forward with the football down the left-hand side, making a good bit of ground, and staying onwards he goes in towards the corner in front of the scoreboard here. Running down the blind alley almost, but they recycle it back. There's options behind, and that's where the ball goes. Ball is coming at pace now. Is Reedy. Can he go with the left boot? He can. It's a difficult angle. He's got it. Listen to the rower on the far side. It's level here for the first time in Tuam Stadium. And German, that's a fine score, point apiece.
Yeah, Cuillinn Reedy, he's a real... There's real impetus when he gets the ball. You know, he knows where the goal is. He goes straight for it. And you have to say, Tuam will be happy enough at how they started. You know, they look like when they attack that they're going to hurt and score every time. So just remember, they are playing against that breeze. So
I was just about to touch on that. Maybe it's not as heavy as it was in the first game, but it's still a factor.
It'll still be a factor, but it has died down. It's not as much of a factor as it was in the Cuillinn Salthill game for sure.
Sean Kelly now up towards Gerard Davern. Here in front of us in a packed Joe 2 stand. He has to go backwards where Conor Corcoran picks things up. Owen Gallagher there is just telling instructions. The play goes around him. And Johnny Maloney now picks things up. Again, strides forward. Something Tuam Stars have to be wary of. But a good turnover there. And that is Darroch just on a couple of moments ago. I think it's been judged that it has crossed the line there as well. I was unlucky because he nearly did everything right.
Yeah, I'd question that.
I wouldn't be sure if it's that far over the line either.
Yeah, it didn't really look like it, but Darroch is a big player for Tuam. I think he's tagging Owen Gallagher, so he has a huge game. But the thing with Owen Gallagher, he drops so far back. Do you follow him and let him come deeper? Do you tag him? It's a tough one for Darroch to make them calls.
So 8 minutes gone here in the first half in Tuam Stadium. A point apiece, lively game so far. You don't want to be cynical, but there's probably more life in this 8 minutes than there was in the first half. So of the whole of the first game, perhaps the Cuillinn just romped to victory. Salthill in the car will be very disappointed. But here comes Gallagher again, driving forward. Peter Cook now gets it the first time, but he loses possession of the ball, and there was a tug, and Thomas Murphy has seen it. And both sides of supporters lit up there. Maigh Cullen, when they saw Peter Cook coming on the loop, thought he was going to come through, and then Tuam thought they'd done enough, but Thomas Murphy's deemed that it has been an infringement. So Desi Keneally will take this free. It's just about 25-26 yards out on the left side, in front of the Tommy Varden stand, facing the town goal, the scoring goal here in Tuam Stadium. Keneally missed last day out due to an injury. Paul Kelly was on free kick duty. He only had one at the end of the game, but Desi, like a golf swing, he's nailed it. Beautiful, beautiful strike. It's Maigh Cullen back in front here again, 2 points to 1, and you could watch a strike like that all day long. Yeah, and you know, Desi, I suppose when he started first, you would see he'd missed the odd shot, but over the last 5 or 6 years, he's so consistent with them frees. He's a top quality club player. Look at the press, Jimmer, again. It's considerable pressure. But on Darragh Farquhar, he's got a long right this time. Up go the bodies. But Tuam, no, they don't, because David Wynn reads the breaking ball and it gets fouled as well. And you can see on the bench there's a Donegal man. Mr. McHugh is happy with that one. He's a coach this year. Change of management, change of the guard. Carl Clancy had been a part of Don Connell's management for the last couple of years. That saw 2 Frank Fox titles. He stepped in, and always that difficult challenge when you're coming in after a manager that's been so successful.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm sure Mark McHugh has been he's been part of successful teams himself, so it won't faze him that much. But definitely what he will bring is intensity. And you can
look
see
at David Wynn now coming on a run here. David Wynn going inside the boot. Oh, have a little bit of that over the maroon spot here in Tuam Stadium. He's looking around at the Tuam Stars lads as well. He's put his sides 3 points to 1 up. Beautiful strike. Yeah, absolutely. They are putting huge intensity on the kick out. They have a lot of work done. It's actually zonally. They have 4 across the Maigh Cullen guys. The Tuam guys are in the middle bunched, and Maigh Cullen have 4 across, so it's very difficult for the goalie to pick a short kick out here. He's trying to go short. He did a dummy. He has to be careful. And then he chips it out over the sideline, and that's been coming. Yeah, it's difficult for him because Maigh Cullen have such big men out the field. If you go long, it's very difficult, but going short is awful risky when there's only marking when they're pushing 4 up on the full forward line. Here come Maigh Cullen again. Johnny Maloney striding forward. Gives it back towards Kelly. And Maigh Cullen now with Tom Clark. Recycle backwards to Conor Corcoran. He has James McLaughlin across the side, but gives it towards Sean Kelly. Sean Kelly now bounces the football. A bit of bouncing off the ball there that allows Kelly find half a yard. Gives it on the run here. Michael Maughan finds a bit of open country again where Ger Javin's coming through. Ball is behind Peter Cook, but he does well. Peter Cook has been swarmed up, has to get rid of the football. Tuam gobble it out of him. The Tuam Stars defence stays tall now. They get around. Gary Donald has to fly kick and miss connection of the ball. And out for, has he got the sideline ball? No, it's given towards Maigh Cullen. Peter Cook is looking up. I think he's going to boot it back in the middle of the pitch, and they'll reset across towards David Wynn. Got that fine point a couple of moments ago. 11 and a half minutes gone now in the first half, and it's Maigh Cullen who lead 3 points to 1 and pretty much playing all the football, Germans. Yeah, and just looking down there, there's a big size difference between the teams. Maigh Cullen are definitely the more physical big guys. Tuam probably have a few younger guys in there. That doesn't mean much in some games either, but there's definitely a physical advantage to Maigh Cullen. Johnny Maloney's finding so much room to stride forward with the football. He's still going. Might have taken a lot of steps either way. Jar Rourke says that's mine, and then a bit of a tug back there. Galler might be flashed a tick at the minimum you would expect. Gary O'Donnell isn't waiting around. He chips it out here to Reedy. Got Tuam's only score of the game so far. Manny now pops the ball in field where it's a 1-2 with Shane McGlinchey. His left knee heavily bandaged. Seems to be playing more inside at times as well, Jimmy, doesn't he? I think it's wing forward, but it's hard to believe this guy's still in St. Jarlath's College. What a player, what a career he has ahead of him. But he's only a young guy, but he's automatically straight away a big player for Tuam. Here comes Hennigan now coming forward, the centre back. That's a nice little run. He's run into traffic. He's still going. He's taking a lot of steps, and indeed, I think it might have been after 9 or 10 at the infant. Oh, a bit of a late hit though off the ball. We're all looking down our left-hand side, and a couple of combination players, Owen Galler and Sean Kelly, are looking over the injured party here. I have to say, Jeremy, I was following the flight of the ball, waiting for the restart, but a big roar, and it's a hot ball. Yeah, it's a hot ball. It just looked like there was a bit of coming together after it, a bit of mouthing, and Sean Kelly probably just ran into him, and he's so strong. Darragh Heenan went down, and it's a hot ball now. So if Tuam could get a score out of here, it would be a huge turnout. Look at the jersey of Ger Javier on there as well. It's down nearly into a sports bar. Tuam though have won it, and they've lost it again. We're coming up, as we welcome listeners on Galway Bay FM. It's coming up to 40 minutes of action here in a lively first half at Tuam Stadium. Maigh Cullen in front, and they're on their counter-attack as Ginn here coming through. This could be Peter Cook coming through open country. Half a goal scoring opportunity. Cook chips it low. Remarkable stuff. He's side lead by 3 points to 1, Dermot. They probably should be more. Yeah, absolutely. But this game, there's a huge intensity. It's up and down the field. Both are playing counter-attacking style football, but they're really moving the ball quick when they are counter-attacking. So Maigh Cullen let Tuam off the hook there. Peter Cook, it's not often you see him missing a shot, but he'll probably be disappointed with that when he looks back on it. Coulter gives the ball off the shoulder. Jamie Murphy had done well initially, now gets the ball back on the 21, the left-hand side, in front of the scoreboard. Goes left, goes right. Can he get his shot away? Punches the ball in field, where it's taken up there by Brian Mannion. Barney hits traffic, gets a shot in though. This will be a big kick, making a 1 point ball game. What is the umpire going to do? He's going to put the white flag up in the air. 3 points to 2. We have a ball game.
Absolutely. Brian Mannion, when he's on his game, is one of the best forwards in the county. He's just a brilliant striker of the ball. Sometimes he has off days, but when he is on, he's such a beautiful player to watch. That'll do his confidence no harm against that breeze. Brilliant score by him.
And the way he held up and waited for the get the shot away. Andrew Power has to go long. Up go the bodies. It goes over the heads and it's caught by Ger Devlin and gives it off to James McLaughlin. So much room now. He goes up towards Desi Keneally. Keneally gets it, but maybe got a push in the back. More Tigerish defending, and out they come again. And I tell you what, Dermot is rock solid back there.
Yeah, Rory O'Connor, what a hand in. He just got the hand in with ball that Desi. It was a difficult one to get, but Rory O'Connor, one of the most seasoned cornerbacks in the game, just got a hand in. Brilliant defensive play there by
Early
him.
ball up towards Mannion. Outside the D, trying to level the sides. Goes back on the right. Can he make it a level game on the right? It might be short. No, it has a little bit of a nudge from Andrew Power. Just gets it over the bar. 3 points apiece here. 15 and a half minutes gone. And I think Tuam smell a bit of blood here.
Absolutely. And you know, if you're the Tuam management, you'll be just hoping that you get a good start. And that's what they have. You know, they've turned up today. They've put their best foot forward. So let's see how long they can last. But a brilliant start with them.
You'd say Cullen were outstanding for 8-9 minutes, but it's level on the scoreboard here for the first time. 3 points apiece. Galler now with heavy solo, but manages to keep possession. On the run here is David Wynn. Already got one score. Gives it towards Keneally, but might break back for Wynn again. Picks it up, scoops it across now with Ger Darvin. Gives it on the loop to Desi Keneally as Sean Kelly down the back door cut, and that's where it goes. Sean Kelly now heads towards the 14, recycles it back towards Keneally. Got one from a free so far, but has to recycle it back towards Tom Clark, all the way across towards the right hand side, where it's picked up by Peter Cook. Does a 1-2? Will he go for goal? He will. Peter Cook. This one looks better. Has he got it? The umpire nods. A wonderful strike from Peter Cook. If the first game here in Tuam Stadium was potentially a little bit timid, we've got all action here.
Yeah, absolutely. Peter Cook, though, he seems to stay outside the zone of the defensive setup of the opposition team, and he just loops around. You know, he's probably the one guy you need to tag when he's outside that zone, because he's such a range of shooting in his locker.
4 points to 3 in favour of Cullen at the moment. Long ball up towards the middle of the pitch. McLaughlin gets a punch on it, but two Tuam players actually go for it, and it breaks now for Sean Kelly. He's open country potentially. Goes left, goes right. He still goes. Breaks the 45. He needs help. He finds help with Jared Davron. Half a jersey, but he's still goal. Gives it towards Desi Keneally. Desi Keneally now goes all the way back towards the 45, a little bit deeper, where David Wynn picks things up. There's a long ball in around the house. Tom Clark has gone in there. Might be a bit of pulling and dragging potentially. What's the decision going to be? Referee says nothing. It's all out rout here in front of the stand. The ball breaks. It's a ruck, but out comes Tierney with the football though. He does on a free out. Oh, it's getting spicy in there.
Yeah, and the ref is letting it go, which is good to see, as long as he's consistent. Borderline foul there inside, but he's letting it go, which is great for the crowd. You can hear the crowd go behind, but great atmosphere here already, and only a few minutes gone.
Yeah, it's coming up to look at the clock. Coming up to 80 minutes of action. Cullen in front. 4 points to 3, but a lively game so far. Tuam now trying to reset again. Switch it across. It's a poor ball though. Gary O'Donnell has to do well and gets one in the meat for that one as well. Gets a free. It's a little bit too eager from Owen Galler, who's got a couple of conversations, shall we say, with Thomas Murphy. Not a lot in that one really, because it was a hospital pass.
Gary won't thank Conrad for that one. He had to go for it, but again, what a warrior over the years that Gary O'Donnell has been for Tuam. Himself and probably Jamie Murphy, have come so close in so many years. I'm sure the neutral wouldn't begrudge any of them lads getting to another final and potentially win it, but they owe nothing to the red jersey, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think he has to go off there just as a result of getting that treatment. So Shane McGlinchey gets the ball halfway line, left hand side. Sight are ready to reset. Chips the ball over towards the right hand side. Picked up quickly over there and onwards where they go. Possession of the football. It's Ben O'Connell still going. He's made a good bit of ground. Might get a shot away. Scoops the ball back towards Mannion. A little behind them though, so it just takes the sting out of the tack. Outside the D now, this hand pass it over towards the right hand side, where it's picked up here by Paul Collins. Backwards it goes, just a sloppy hand pass, but picked up at the second occasion. Now Angus Tierney will get possession of the football. Solos backwards, looking for that reset. Hennigan is in front of him and gets it. He's going to break the 45 on the right hand side. Needs some movement. It's quite static in front of him. Peter Cook now is back doing some defending after that wonderful score. That's given his side their 1 point advantage at the moment. Tuam now playing keep ball with this one. Hennigan gets it back again. Again, not a lot of movement. Peter Cook now has to be careful. Nice little skip from the centre back, and now he strides forward. And there's a potentially a bit of a backdoor cut coming on here. And onwards they go with Paul Collins. Collins now going down the blind side, takes a lot of steps, is still going. What's the referee going to do? No, he's going to allow play on, where it's picked up over here by McQualter. McQualter recycles his back, where it's picked up by Rory O'Connor. O'Connor now sees a gap, goes through, gets absolutely sandwiched, and wins a free for his side. Had to be so brave there, Jim, because he knew he was going to get clattered.
Yeah, very patient play by Tuam. You know, they're not turning over the ball. There was a few times there they were going through. They could have taken rash shots, which in previous games they probably were. But they held ball and came to Rory O'Connor, and he did very well there. He knew the only thing he could really do was take on his man and hope for a free. So Brian Mannion has a big opportunity here to level it up again.
So here comes Mannion off the left. That's going to start very, very left, but it's curling. Will it come in enough? It just might, you know. What a bit of that. Some strike levels things up here in Tuam Stadium. 4 points apiece. And he took every bit of curl he could get out of the football there.
Yeah, absolutely. Brian seems to be on it today, which is a great sign for Tuam. When he's on it, they're a very difficult team to beat.
So coming up now, 20 minutes gone. Such a lively game here so far. Power goes straight down the middle of the pitch, up towards Davern, goes over the lot, and it's Tuam though with Collins out there who gets the football. Now it's turned into a bit of a scramble. It's a bit of a ruck, and referee Thomas Murphy will throw in the football here. Those players are starting to say hello to each other. It's if Maigh Cullen thought they were going to get a handy one down here, they can think again, because Tuam are in their faces. They smell battle here. Ball is thrown ill. Collins is the wrong side and has been deemed to have fouled, and Tom Clark gets the football back. He throws it quickly towards David Wynne. Desi Keneally is the only really one up, but they'll get another yard or two. And Dermot, with the breeze here, this will just be outside the 45. Peter Cook is coming over. He might fancy a shot here.
Yeah, he definitely fancy it from here. He can take it from the ground off his hands. I think it's going to take it from the ground.
Yeah, he is. Yep.
Yeah, he'll fancy himself here, but definitely Paul Collins wouldn't have started. I think they didn't start the last couple of games for Tuam, but he'll be vital for Tuam today because there's so many big men around. He seems to be tagging Ger Davern for the kick out, and won that. He was unfortunate to get turned over, but I'm sure Tuam are probably hoping that he can stay on for as long as possible, because they need aerial big tall guys out there to compete with the monsters that Maigh Cullen have around the middle.
So here comes Peter Cook from the ground. He's going to strike with the right. He's going to tail a little bit off though, and over towards the left hand side and wide. Still remains 4 points apiece here. And I think if you're David Donlan and you woke up this morning and you said 22 minutes into the game, potentially after the start, that Maigh Cullen have had as well, he'd be a very, very happy man.
Yeah, it's the kick out is the one.
They've got a short one away though.
Yeah, they're doing okay.
Goes back towards the goalkeeper again, and he skips past the onrush from Peter Cook. Then they lose the football, but keep possession of it. They have a couple of bodies over here on an overlap, where Jamie Murphy is the deepest of the lot. He gives it towards McQualter. McQualter now going for a run. Red shirts at Tuam Stars trying to desperately get in front of him, give an option, but McQualter is covering a little ground here, and he's covered a lot. Gives it towards Jamie Murphy, so stretch out to get the ball, chips the ball down to the corner. Conor Corcoran is out like a dog there and wins the football. Tigerish defending on both sides here in Tuam Stadium. And Maigh Cullen coming now with blistering pace on the counter-attack. Maloney up towards David Wynne, gives it back to the Offaly man. He gets possession of the football. Now there's room over on the right hand side where onwards they go, and it's Owen Kelly coming forward with the football. An injury doubt coming into this game, but he seems to be flying up the wind there. Gives it back towards Johnny Maloney. He's certainly flying. Gives it now, onwards they go. Tom Clark pops it off in front, where it's picked up over there again by Kelly. Kelly goes backwards with the football. Maigh Cullen happy, and off the side of us here is Owen Gallagher. Now he gets the football, the ball goes over his head. It'll make its way across towards Jared Davern. Davern now looks up, looking for options. He's going for a run, but he has to be careful. He sees a lot. Good little bit of a shield there from Gallagher. Allows half a bit of yard here. Ball is popped off towards Desi Keneally. Again goes backwards and they recycle. Conor Corcoran, he started this move a couple of moments ago. Chips the ball across towards the right hand side. Still 4 points apiece here in Tuam Stadium. 24 minutes of action gone here so far. And Maigh Cullen, with the element of the breeze, has not quite as severe as it was for the first game. Long ball in around the house towards the big bodies. Will this one keep in? It looks like it will. Be batted in, out for a white ball in the end. Third wide of the game. That one wasn't really a direct shot at goal, you would say. but interesting to see them change it up a bit. You don't usually see that from Maigh Cullen.
Yeah, Maigh Cullen, Jared Davern just drifted into the corner, and I'd say it's a tactic for Maigh Cullen that they're probably going to try and get some mismatches for high balls in there, but Peter Cook just probably put a bit too much on it and it drifted out wide.
Yeah, of course we spoke about the players coming back from injury for Carl Clancy's side. Didn't mention Niall Walsh, who's one of the three that went off the last day. He's just named on the bench. Haven't seen him so far, so he's a big loss as well. He very much was their attacking focal point, you would say, over the course of the year so far, but they've been doing just fine as things stand, where it's level here for the second time. Now Tuam Stars trying to take the sting out of the game, where Jamie Murphy playing it a little bit deeper the last while. Now sees half a little bit yard, but decides just to spray it across here, where it's picked up by Paul Collins. Collins now soloing the football, and they recycle backwards, looking to reset again, where it's picked up by Rory O'Connor. Everyone pretty much inside the 65 of Maigh Cullen, and now onwards he goes, and O'Connor sees half a yard. He's still going, pops it in the corner towards Mannion. Mannion first time, this one will be short. Power misses the football, goes fast to face the ball, out for a 65. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Had that been between the onion bags, it would have rattled.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure that's going to not do anything great for Andrew Power's confidence there, so I'm sure Tuam are going to try and test out a few balls, particularly in the second half, in around the square. I think Andrew, he went off the last game through injury, so he might be carrying a knock. So on the other side now, it is Dara Forkin coming up for the 45. Be a big kick for him now to kick it for Tuam against the breeze.
Put them in the lead for the first time, it would be. So big moment here. The goalkeeper is trying to make some dividends from his opposite goalkeeper's mistake a couple of moments ago. Flucker places the ball. It's pretty much as central as you get from a 45, because they just flashed past the post in the end. And Forkin taking his time. Line up. Bit of excitement here in Tuam Stadium, waiting for the goalkeeper to strike this. 45. Gives it the boot with the right. It looks good. Oh, he's nailed it. Over the bar it goes. Tuam are in the front for the first time here in Tuam Stadium. 5 points to 4. And they'll get huge confidence from that.
Yeah, huge confidence from that. Brilliant score. You can sense the crowd. The crowd think there's something on here. There's a big game. There's a big game to be had here in the next half. Football, I'd say.
Power gives it out towards Davern, but Collins comes out, gives a little bit of nudge, gets the football. Onwards they go quickly. Not really hanging out in the moment because they smell a little bit of blood. Onwards they go with McCoulter. McCoulter now gives it off the loop. No, in fact, he goes backwards with the keep on possession. Really got a fine score all the way back earlier on at the start of the game. Since then, his side, they've weathered the storm, you would say, and now they have the lead. Shane McGlinchey, first real time to get open up his legs, pops it over towards the left hand side. O'Connor, he's been flying forward all day. Onwards he goes again, still going. He's covered a good bit of ground. He's in front of the scoreboard. Will he go back and take a shot at goal? No, he solos it, gives it towards Mannion. Mannion around the loop. Thought about it, besides to recycle back. It's just 2 up top here for Maigh Cullen. Everyone else. O'Donnell now gives it 1-2 inside the 45. Pops it over towards Radigan. Radigan, will he take a shot at goal? Dummy solo, goes in towards traffic. Has to be careful. Still going onwards he goes. Radigan outside of the right. Radigan, has he got it? He has, over the bar it goes. Tuam smell it at the moment. They're on it. They lead by 2. Another fine strike.
Yeah, outstanding score from Conor Ratigan. He had 3 or 4 opportunities to kick it, and he waited until he had nothing else on but to kick it. But a really inspirational score. And again, if you're just here in the stand, you can hear the crowd. Yep. It's getting behind them. Maigh Cullen will have it all to do to beat Tuam here today with the way they're playing.
And as well as that, I thought at Covess that when he took that dummy solo and went into traffic, I thought he'd taken a 1-2 yard, but it opened up again for him and he got a fine shot away.
And you have to mention Rory O'Connor there. He's gone onto a lot of ball, carried the ball forward, won a free, and laid that ball on, as well as Dara Heenan, 2 backs that have gone on a lot of ball in the first half here.
So here comes David Wynn trying to get his side forward. They started so well. And still anybody's game here, you would say, but you do smell something in the air here. Potentially a little bit of an upset, perhaps. A lot of football to be played. We are coming up towards the half-time interval, just a minute and a half of normal time. We'll get an indication, I think it's 2 minutes of additional time, so still a good bit of football to be played here before the half-time whistle. Andrew Power is getting shouted at berserkly there from David Wynn, who wanted that football down the line towards Tom Clark. Clark now cuts in field, and a nice dummy solo, and onwards he goes. He's still covering ground. McGlinchey's tagging him. Still onwards where Clark goes, gives it towards Davern. His side, you feel like they could do with a score. Gives it back towards Sean Kelly. Kelly now runs straight forward. The advantage turns up. Kelly is still going. He'll come back before he gets the shot away. That had the accuracy in the end, but It will be a free just inside the 45. This is a big moment. You'd imagine Peter Cook will come to take this one, although Desi's coming over this side as well. But this is a big score here.
Yeah, it's definitely kickable for Desi, the way he's shooting over the last while with the breeze, so he'd be quite confident that he'd get it. But, I think Mike Cullen probably needs something to settle him down a small bit. Tuam, we disappointed there. They had done a lot of stuff right in that play, but just probably a bit rash of a challenge with Sean Kelly giving him the free for a shot at goal here.
So here comes Desi Keneally. He's going to strike it off the hands just inside the 45, left hand side. And he strikes it. It looks good. It is good. An important score from Desi Keneally. It makes it a 1-point ball game. As we're about to start 2 minutes of addition time here in Tuam Stadium, you feel like this next kick out is pivotal.
Absolutely. You'd be just thinking if you're a Tuam player, just get to half time now without conceding a score. And on the other side, if you were Mike Cullen, you'd say if we just get one more score before half time with this breeze, it might be vital at the end of the game.
Darragh Forknan, he's already got one score from a 45, but this might be his biggest kick of the half. Options short, aren't seen. He's going to go high, long, out towards the sea of bodies. Upwards we go. It's an almighty battle for possession. Straight away Collins gets hands on it, breaks for Radigan on towards McCullers, and then a heavy challenge over the top from David Wynne. He isn't happy. He thought he got the football. Might be brought forward here potentially. Thomas Murphy is happy just to let things, and they're going to shoot from goal. No, they're going to keep possession. I thought they might bring the goalie up, but just trying to keep football now at the moment for Tuam Stars, who lead by 1 with about a minute of action left here in the first half. Radigan punches the ball in field where there's a bit of movement here, where McCullers gets things up, goes down the right hand side. The options, but McCullers still going, breaks the 21. Will he get it back on the left? He will. His shot comes through on goal. Oh, he shanked it. Hangs up in the air though. It's turned into a Gary Owen in around the house. The ball breaks, and there it is. David Wynne gets possession of the football, gives it back to his goalkeeper, bounces it on the Astroturf, is still going for a run. He doesn't look very comfortable at the moment, but he finds a helping hand here with Tom Clark. Clark now punches the ball in field to Johnny Maloney. Mannion comes in like a train, a little bit too eager. The Tuam faithful don't like that one. It probably was a free. Either way, Maigh Cullen aren't wasting any time. They're coming flying forward. They want an equaliser here before half time. Gives it back towards Sean Kelly. Sean Kelly now breaking a good bit of ground. He's fairly motoring. Breaks the 45. He's going to dry a high, long bomb in around the house. Where's the football goal? Forkner up, gets 2 fists on it. Out towards the way. He needs some defensive help here. And he gets it. The ball bobbles up. McCullen have possession back. And inwards it go. It scrambles up in the air. It's batted away. Gary O'Donnell is there. Gary O'Donnell's through a crowd. He needs to be careful. Where's the football? It's underneath the sea of bodies. And the referee gives a free in. Says he's touched it on the ground. A big moment here just before half time.
Yeah, that could be a pivotal moment. If you think about it, Tuam had a chance to Cormac McQuarter to get a score there, and it's gone the whole way down for another opportunity. But this is a fantastic game of football. There's a lot of bite and venom and stuff off the ball. It's the crowd are behind it, big crowd here. So the punter is getting his money's worth for this game for sure. But it's a free 14. It's a yellow card
for Gary O'Donnell there as well. O'Donnell. It must have been for something he said afterwards potentially.
Yeah,
he would suspect, because it was just a technical free. So here comes Desi Keneally to level the sides here as we're about to go for half-time cuppa. This will make it 6 points apiece, and will keep this game on an absolute knife edge as Keneally drives it over the bar. It is indeed 6 points apiece. The time is up. You would imagine this kick out will result in Thomas Murphy blowing the half-time whistle. Well, what a game of football we've had here so far in Tuam Stadium, a packed Tuam Stadium, and everyone still is none the wiser who will play Cuillinn in 2 weeks' time back here. Faulkner looks like he'll get this kick out away, will he? No, there indeed is the half-time whistle. Into the break they will go, level, 6 points apiece. First things first, Jim, you touched on it there. What a game of football.
Yeah, fantastic game of football. Great atmosphere here. The stand seems to be full. Over the far side seems to be full. Both teams going hammer and tongs at it. It's a level game. Probably a deservedly so level. You couldn't really pick any team to go ahead. But, you have to say, Tuam have really turned up and brought it to Mike Cullen. Mike Cullen, on the other hand, are probably looking at it going, we're now against the breeze. We probably need to come out and go at it in the second half, but really looking forward to the second half. You couldn't call it at this stage.
Yeah, don't go anywhere. Get that kettle on, get that cuppa, and join us very, very shortly for the second half. But here at half time in Tuam Stadium, it's Tuam Stars 6 points, it's Maigh Cullen 6 points.
QFinancial.ie got the price and advice for me.
Pension auto-enrollment will soon be introduced. This means that all full-time workers over the age of 23 earning more than €20,000 per year must contribute to a pension, and employers must contribute. What are those pension entitlements, and is there independent advice available? The Q Financial Pension Team are experienced in advising both employees and employers of the positive and affordable options available for your situation. Call 091 421 900 or log on to qfinancial.ie.
Q Financial, qfinancial.ie.
Based in Clare, Galway, OMA Financial Services Limited, trading as qfinancial.ie, is an authorised independent pension intermediary regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland.
We redefine your relationship with energy, save you money, and get you on the path to a cleaner, greener future. JFW Renewables, your nationwide solar energy specialists. Call us today for a greener tomorrow.
Every single ticket that's sold, 5% of proceeds from that ticket is going to Jigsaw to help us provide free therapy for young people aged 12 to 25 across Galway City and County who are experiencing difficulty with their mental health.
Punches back towards the gallery. He likes to have a shot at goal. He nearly goes across Thomas Murphy. He does. He takes a shot at goal. Will it hang up? Will it squeeze in? It looks good. Alley almost, but they recycle it back. There's options behind, and that's where the ball goes. Ball is coming at pace now. Is Reedy. Can he go with the left boot? He can. It's a difficult angle. He's got it. Listen. Due to an injury, Paul Kelly was on free kick duty. He only had one at the end of the game. But Desi, like a golf swing, he's nailed it. But,
definitely what he will bring is intensity. And you can
look at David Wynn now coming on a run here. David Wynn going inside the boot. Oh, have a little bit of field where it's taken up there by Brian Mannion. And Brian Mannion hits traffic, gets a shot in though. This will be a big kick, making a 1-point ball game. What is the umpire going to do? He's going to put the
defensive play there by
early ball up towards Mannion. Outside the D, trying to level the sides. Goes back on the right. Can he make it a level game on the right? It might be short. No, it has a right hand side where it's picked up by Peter Cook. Does a 1-2. Will he go for goal? He will, Peter Cook. This one looks better. Has he got it? The umpire nods. A wonderful
to level it up again.
So here comes Mannion off the left. That's going to start very, very left, but it's curling. Will it come in enough? It just might, What a bit of that. Here in Tuam Stadium, waiting for the goalkeeper to strike this. 45. Gives it the boot with the right. It looks good. Oh, he's take a shot at goal. Dummy solo goes in towards traffic. Has to be careful. Still going onwards. He goes. Radigan outside of the right. Radigan, has he got it? He has. Desi Keneally is going to strike it off the hands just inside the 45. Left hand side. He strikes it. It looks good. It is good. About to go for a half-time cuppa. This will make it 6 points apiece. And we'll keep this game on an absolute knife edge as Keneally drives it over the bar. It is indeed. You're very welcome back to Tuam Stadium. The sides are level, 6 points apiece. Both sides have made their way back out in front of us here in Tuam Stadium. Thomas Murphy is looking around just to make sure that it is the full complement of the 30 players that are back. And we are back in action here. And straight away, it's Maigh Cuillinn who have got possession of the football across towards Johnny Maloney. Keeps on possession of the football. Onwards they go. They're trying to get back in the lead. They started the first half, pretty much the dominant side. But since then, Tuam Stars have ground their way back into the game. And Tuam have first a turnover here. And onwards they go with the football straight away. And it's Paul Collins, although his pocket is picked, though his teammates there will tidy up the duties for him. And across we go. And onwards they go straight away. We're down towards Shane McGlinchey. McGlinchey now has a bit of options down in front of him as Conor Rattigan got the ball. McGlinchey now hits traffic, but cleverly scoops the goal backwards towards Rattigan. Goes left, goes right. Keeps on possession. Down towards Ben O'Connell. Ben O'Connell now keeps on possession. Breaks the 45. Gives it back towards Rattigan. McGlinchey now tidies things up. Tuam now keeping possession of the football. Gary O'Donnell now going for a little bit of run perhaps. Gives it back where Darragh Rook picks things up. Across now towards Angus Tierney. Tierney now still going with possession of the football. Onwards he goes. Gives the ball off the shoulder where it's Rory O'Connor who's covered some amount of ground so far. Keeps on possession. And Dermot, you've got a message there from a couple of people watching it, shall we say, in a climate a lot warmer than Baltic Tuam Stadium.
Yeah, I hear O'Shea's Pub in Villamore. There's Paul Harty, David Cleary, Kevin Fallon and Mike Pike Ryan are over there. Paulie Burke as well from Tuam, and a Mickey Burke from Maigh Cuillinn. And they're arguing there about who's going to win. So best of luck and hope the pints go down well in the golf trip.
Absolutely. The golf is put aside for the next half an hour, so maybe a bit longer, because we do have to have a winner in the day. It's level at the moment, 6 points apiece. No change to the scoreboard here in the opening 2 minutes of the second half. Tom Clark now, as Peter Cook is getting a good bit of treatment, shall we say, in front of him. Another challenge comes in, but Clark gets the football, gives it towards Cook now on the loop, where he just punts the ball backwards, and Sean Kelly will pick things up. His brother Owen is making a run inside him, but Kelly is still going to the football. Shovels a couple of bodies out of the way. Kelly is still going. Pops the ball over the top. Owen Kelly gets the football. Owen Kelly, is that a free? Nothing doing. Tuam defence stands tall, and onwards they go again here. And they're coming forward with possession of the football. Huge bit of momentum. Another little bit tug off the ball, potentially. Into the corner we go, where it's picked up there by Luke Davern. Davern now shoots to the left. This one might be short. It is. Second one of the half into the hands of Andrew Power. Not what the doctor ordered.
Yeah, a great pace to Tuam's attack though. And how many times do we see Paul Kelly breaking through like that? He played a ball into Owen. Usually it ends up in the back of the net, but was turned over. Tuam went all the way down the pitch, and unfortunately they couldn't capitalise. I think it was Luke Gavin just dropped it short. But serious pace of the game. It's just ebbs and flows the whole into the pitch. So still no score here.
Cook now switches it over towards the left hand side, where it's picked up on his side. Onwards they go again. The run is coming there. Michael Maugh got a point against Luke Gerard. Gives it off the shoulder towards Owen Gallagher. I think he's been gobbled up. He certainly has. Second occasion. Maigh Cuillinn have gone down. A second occasion, the Tuam Stars defence has just about got away with it.
Yeah, Darragh Rook did very well there. He was coming on the shoulder on Gallagher, but he just got a hand in. But a top quality defender, Darragh Rook has been for Tuam for the last while, but he's doing very, very well on Owen Gallagher so far.
Michael O'Reilly looks like he's been stripped to go, so Colin Clancy will make his first change of the game. Clearly not happy the way things are going, but it's still level here. And so coming up to 4 minutes of the second half, but Tuam pretty much on the top. O'Connor now, he would deserve a score. He might have taken him one too many steps. He is. His eyes lit up. There was an extra bit of man of defensive cover there as well. And the change does take place. And Desi Keneally to make way.
Interesting that he must be injured though. He's well strapped up. So that's a big loss for Maigh Cuillinn. And be a huge loss for free taking and everything. He's such a kind of talismanic player for Maigh Cuillinn. But obviously carrying an injury in, and unfortunately to see him go off.
Yeah, it's a big blow. Straight away, you would say. Particularly, it's not just the attacking prowess that he gives, so reliable, and free kicks as well. Now, they do have plenty more options, but he certainly a sharp shooter for Carl Clancy's side and their success the last couple of years. Sean Kelly now coming forward. You feel the next score is going to be absolutely massive. It's Conor Corcoran gives it back towards Sean Kelly. He's just trying to take the sting out of the game, and maybe this is Maigh Cullen just showing a bit of experience here, perhaps.
Yeah, interesting enough, James McLaughlin and Fionn McDonough seem to be inside for Maigh Cullen, two huge men. So maybe Maigh Cullen are going to go a bit more aerial in the second half into the full forward line.
Johnny Maloney gets the ball, slips inside, almost loses his footing. Tom Clark picks it up. He wants some movement. Fionn McDonough is there. McDonough now gives it, pops the ball in field. Conor Corcoran is coming forward, breaks to 45. Will he eye up? Pops the ball over the top now for McDonough. And McDonough back on the left, sees a bit of open country. He's driving now the heart of the goal. Can he get his shot away? He can. Oh, what a score that is for Fionn McDonough. We said the next score will be massive, and it's certainly one that has been hard work for.
Yeah, inspirational score by Fionn there. It was under ferocious pressure to get the kick off. Oh, it's inside the
inside the D,
line.
yeah.
Just, these type of games can be won and lost in small mistakes like this. This is a hot ball, I think.
Yeah, it'll be the hot ball. And that Fionn McDonough score puts his side 7-6 in front here. Just coming up to shy of 6 minutes the second half. Huge hot ball. It's been batted down, but Tuam though will get possession of the football and they'll get it out of their defensive duties. Onwards they go now. They trail by a point. They've been happy. Ben O'Connell now. He spins around, but he needs some help. Backwards he goes. The pressure comes on. Paul Kelly there leading the charge, but Tierney now coming driving forward, pops the ball in free. Advantage hand is still the indication here from Thomas Murphy, and that will be given now with Conor McCoulter. Takes the free kick backwards, and they'll go all the way back and try and reset as well. You feel like Tuam just need to score just to steady the ship. They're too short.
Yeah, absolutely. But there's still only a point in it. Doing very well, but Maigh Cullen have definitely upped the ante since the start of the second half here.
Onwards they go. That's a fine take there by Brian Mannion. Mannion now chips the ball over the top. Look where Gary O'Donnell's coming like a train. He deserves the score. You feel he's going to take it out the right. It'll be a big score. Are we level again? I think we are. White flag up in the air. 7 points apiece. They're not going away.
Absolutely inspiration by Gary O'Donnell there. He played a ball into Brian Mannion, diagonal ball, perfect, and he could have taken the mark. Kept going. Brian Mannion gave it back to him. And how many times over the years has Gary O'Donnell kicked a point in that position of the pitch? He must have 100 scores kicked in Tuam Stadium like that. But inspiration stuff by him.
Out to the middle of the pitch she goes again, and it's Tuams have won the break, and Gary O'Donnell yet again, he's hardly back from getting that white flag up in the air, wins the ball. Remarkable stuff. What a servant he has been for Tuam Stars. Gets the ball back to his side now. Conor Rattigan now will just steady the ship again here. 7 points apiece, 7 minutes gone in the second half. Shane McGlinchey now coming to drive forward with the football. Still going McGlinchey, losing possession, but it's been deemed that has been of the illegal variety, so it'll be free just outside the 45 here for Tuam. They do have the benefits of this slight breeze here, and of course down towards the familiar scoring goal end, the town end here at Tuam Stadium. Skip around the corner from Darragh O'Rourke. In towards the D he goes. O'Rourke is still going. Needs some help. He's been gobbled up. He gets a free in as well. And looking down there at the Maigh Cullen backroom staff, they're not happy about it. It was 6-1, was it?
Yeah, but brilliant by Darragh O'Rourke though. He took the ball on. He's not known as a shooter. He could have taken the shot on, but he played to his advantages and played for the free, brought it in, and it's a very kickable score by Brian Mannion here. But you have to say all the big players for Tuam are turning up today.
So Manny now from inside the D, dead central, over the maroon spot it goes. He sides back in front, 8 points to 7. This one isn't going to go away. It's back and forth, just when you think one side has got a bit of momentum. Another change here, and that's Neil Mackay on for Maigh Cullen, who is going to make way. James McLaughlin. So another big name has made way. He'd been in situ the last couple of moments in full forward. Has had a lot of injury concerns the last year or so. You'd have had him in around development squads as well. That's another big blow.
Big player, but he hasn't played much this year, and his leg is heavily strapped, so he's probably only coming back from injury. But Mulcahy, was on the senior squad for last year, a top quality player. He's not going to weaken them at all. He looks like he's going straight in on Shane McGlinchey. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, I still remember that Sigerson final 3 years ago now. Down in Carlow. I don't think we've dried up from it since, but when NUIG won the Sigerson there, he had a fine game, man marking none more than David Clifford. So it's that type of experience and quality that's needed. Peter Cook now, the free outside the 45, plays it in the corner, where it's won straight away back there by Fionn McDonough. He got a fine score a couple of moments ago. He's trying to get his way through and gets a free. Tuam Stars defenders don't like that one, but I think similar to the one a couple of moments ago, has been awarded by Thomas Murphy. He's been very consistent on that. So it looks like we're going to be level again. It's quite a number of times we have been level in this game.
Dessie Keneally is gone off, though.
Paul Kelly.
So it's a huge kick for Paul.
Wrong side as well for right footer. But you would imagine a player of his quality should be able to tie the sides up here. We're coming up to 10 minutes of the second half. That's absolutely flowing by here in a packed Tuam Stadium. So Paul Kelly, his first strike a goal from a place ball. And he's nailed it. No pressure in the world on Paul Kelly. Makes it level yet again. 8 points apiece.
Yeah, Fionn McDonough for Maigh Cullen has played very well in the start of the second half very well. So we'll see how they go here with the kick out just inside.
Just inside. Talk about the football width over the line, but they just got the desired amount of distance. That'll be all change if Jim Gavin and his committee get their way forward. Of course, those games to be trialled next weekend in the old Railway Cup. Galway under action under Porrick Joyce. Let's say Galway on action, Connacht in action under Galway. Well, as a turnover comes here, but Tierney tidies up the damage. Has to be careful though. Wins a free out. Again, this time it's the Maigh Cullen side that are unfortunate. And a change. And look who's into the action here, Jimmer. Jack Grugan, the Armagh man, is coming in, replacing Jamie Murphy.
Yeah.
Is this the bit of firepower? You know, he's had his injury problems, but he must have had a good month of football under his belt here now as well, of training.
Yeah, you know, Tuam probably, if Tuam were to get over the line in this game or the county final, they need to get something off Jack. They need a bit of power.
And Sean Kelly is in saying hello to him straight away.
Yeah, he's a big strong man. He's an inter-county player, so I'm sure.
And straight away, the football is in front of us, but nobody's hardly watching it because there's a bit of a coming together, shall we say, in the middle of the field. Brian Mannion, though, gets the football back. Cox with Conor Rattigan. He thought he was going to eye it up there for a second, but steadies the shape. Now he might go. No, dummy solo, just inside the 45. Sprays it across here. And where will be the first touch for Grugan, the Armagh man. Of course, the brother of Rory played a good bit of Armagh inter-county football, but that's a straight football. Man, he's putting all sorts of pressure there on Rory O'Connor, who does well. Gets his teammate out of it. I think that's another one for the conversation where he won't be thanking him later on here. But it's still level here in Tuam Stadium. 8 points apiece. Tuam now back in possession. Gary O'Donnell got their last score. Pops the ball in field, where it's taken there by Conor McCoulter. McCoulter now running on the right hand side. McCoulter still covering a good bit of ground. Will he try and get back on the left? He will, but he has to pop it around the shoulder where Ben O'Connell is coming around. O'Connell in towards the corner, needs some help, punches the ball in field. Grugan his first touch. It's an almighty tight angle. Listen to the roar from the crowd the far side. He's only on, and he's reminded Sean Kelly as well. He's put his side back in front. My God, we have a championship game here in Tuam Stadium. Wow. Tuam in front, 9-8.
Great score. Jack Grugan and Sean Kelly are getting to know each other very well there with the last 5 minutes, but that's an inspirational score from Jack Grugan. Exactly what Tuam need from their sub to come on, an experienced player. So I'm 7 Sean Kelly. We'll have to watch that in the next 5 minutes.
That's
see what
one way to welcome himself to the parish as well. A huge score, scored with his first touch pretty much in championship action in Ballinasloe in the preliminary quarter final. It was a victory over Montpellier Mallow that got him side, but he's done pretty much the same again here. You can't beat a bit of quality, but a lot of quality on the pitch as two Maigh Cullen teammates pretty much put each other. Huge roars that O'Gallagher might have potentially touched on the ground. Either way, it gives it back, but David Wynne gives it back towards Gallagher. They need a score in Conor Corcoran back to Sean Kelly. Will he try and do what he's running past Grugan? He does, pops the ball in field. They're motoring nicely, just couldn't get the hand pass away. Now the way over this side where Johnny Maloney's coming, cuts back on the right. No, pops the ball in field. Now it's potentially coming through and goal. Shot, will can they get the goal away? Big save out for a 45. I thought we might see the green flag for the first time.
Yeah, it was a tight angle in fairness for Gerard Davern. Maigh Cullen worked in position very, very well. You know, Dara Forkin did very well, though. The referee is calling him aside. I don't know what happened there. But there's another Tuam player down as well. Is it Rory O'Connor?
It's all happening here, isn't it?
Hoping he can get up because he's playing outstanding today.
Yeah, I think a bit of lip service afterwards. It's that type of game. It's very much in the melting pot. The clock now shows 40 minutes gone in the second half, pretty much halfway through it. And Tuam Stars have the 1 point advantage. Thomas Murphy has the notebook out. There was a lot of scalping off the ball and sledging and all sorts back and forth here. But what we do have after all that on the football pitch is Peter Cook with a 45 here from the right hand side, trying to tie up the sides as we come down the final third here. Big kick coming for Cook, who's had a few of missed array of the target board, you'd say, in the first half. This one looks good, has it tailed off, it has. Going to hang up in the air. Goalkeeper comes out, gets a punch in it. Ben O'Connell, he's been sitting very, very deep in the second half. Got a power of football. Now his side have to make the long way up towards the scoreboard end, where it's still only Grugan back there. Sean Kelly's gone back to tag him. Johnny Maloney sat in front. The football's in the middle of the pitch at the moment, where Colin gives a 1-2 just about. It's a little bit behind, and the ball is back in the possession now of Mark Cullen. David Wynn coming forward with the football. This will be a big score off the turnover. David Wynn is covering a power ground. Wynn is going back. He's hit traffic. He's still going. Ball bobbles up in the air. It's taken up by Conor Corcoran. This is coming through on goal. Davron's coming through for the second occasion. Davron on the left, into the back of the net. The onion bag rattles for the first time in Tuam Stadium, and Mark Cullen have hit a major, a big score.
Yeah, when you Tuam look back at that, it was a soft turnover, a loose pass around the middle. And how good are Mike Cullen when they smell blood like that to go straight at it? They have 3 opportunities like that in the second half where a pass has gone in over the top, and they were bound to get one of them. And in fairness, they probably deserved that. Taken very well though.
It's actually Neil Mulcahy through the crowd that finished it in the end. The good work was a run initially by David Wynn. There's another bit of coming together off the ball. Thomas Murphy's down the far side. It's, you guessed it, it's Sean Kelly and Jack Grugan coming forward here. Yellow card being shown to both players. It's hot and heavy, but most importantly on the scoreboard, it's Mark Cullen by 2. And Mulcahy comes on off the bench and gets a big goal for his side.
Yeah, it's a humongous score. How are Tuam going to react now? They need to come out all guns firing.
Everywhere's a look, Jim, I see wrestling and pulling and dragging. Yeah, it's hot and heavy.
Mike Cullen have gone man on man for the kickouts here.
Long ball over the top, and it's O'Reilly, another substitute on, fresh, full of beans at the moment, gets possession of the football and wins the football. Maybe the tide is turning at the moment, up towards McDonagh. McDonagh now coming through the crowd, onwards he goes. Is he being pulled down? He's down the floor. He gets the free outside the 45 and gets it. And Mark Cullen 1-8. Tuam Stars 9 points, a 2-point advantage, 16.5 minutes gone. Tuam need to find something back in the reservoirs now, you feel?
Yeah, they probably need to get the score straight away. Mike Cullen will be very good in this scenario. They've been here before. They'll hold possession. They'll draw Tuam out and hopefully get another score at the other side.
So on as we go. Michael Maugh now trying to extend his side's advantage. It's by 2 at the moment. Upwards it goes. Tom Clark now. Again, another player with heavily strapped leg. And now down the sideline they go again. This coming opportunity as he got in. It's gone out towards the left hand side and wide. The umpires had a good look at each other. I did think it was wide. The punched effort from the tight angle. And it's still a 2-point advantage with just less than 13 minutes of action. 4th wide for Mike Cullen. But you feel like Tuam need the next score here.
Yeah, you have to say that the subs from Mike Cullen seems to have made a difference, and Fionn McDonagh is playing well.
Great kick out, finds Collins. He needs to start moving it quickly. It's stopped, it'll be brought forward, and now it's potentially a scoring opportunity. It'll be just shy of the 45. Another change about to take place here as well. Mark Bradley will be in the next couple of moments. Changes also taking place for Mark Cullen, it seems, as well. And that's potentially a bit of a surprise. Cormac McWalter making way.
Yeah, maybe just fresh legs. I'm not too sure. But Brian Mannion has this kick now. It's an
no, he's going to go backwards.
Bit out of his
and Peter Cook makes way here as well. So that's another big hitter gone off the side. He's having a good shot there with Carl Clancy.
He looks like he's holding his quad. So even if Mike Cullen do get over this, you know, they'll be sweating for Peter Cook and Desi Keneally, who've both went off carrying soft tissue injuries, and maybe possibly even James McLaughlin. They have to get there first though.
So Mark Cullen 1-8. Tuam Stars 9 points. 11.5 minutes to go. Tuam now. And they've been dealt a bit of a blow after, just like they'd taken control. It's been that type of game at the moment. Onwards it goes Rashkin. Gives it now towards Ben O'Connell. Ben O'Connell now outside the D. There's bodies everywhere down on the floor. Onwards they go now with Darragh O'Rourke. O'Rourke's been hounded out of it. Needs some help. It's still going. O'Rourke takes a solo. Can he get it through from a difficult angle? What a score that is. Inspirational stuff. It feels like every lane was closed. He found the gap and he just punted it over the bar. It's a 1-point ball game.
Yeah, brilliant score from Darragh O'Rourke. You know, there was so many bodies around. He was actually forced into just carrying the ball forward. There's nothing else he could have done. He kept his composure and kicked it over the bar. But there's a lot of stuff off the ball happening. You need 4 eyes to see everything that's going on here. Both sides of the pitch, on and off the ball. Really entertaining stuff.
So just over 10 minutes of action. 1-8 for Mark Cullen. 10 points for Tuam Stars. The notebook, you guessed it, is out again. More 2 yellow cards being flashed there. Darragh Rourke, I think, after the score there. And is it Michael O'Reilly that's on the receiving end? There being flashed to the crowd. Power goes short again. It's a hair's breadth just outside the D. They playing with the margins, but they do get possession. Grugan now has been tagged, but Conor Corcoran shows a fresh pair of legs, cuts the ball in field, where it's taken up by Johnny Maloney, backwards towards Sean Kelly. Sean Kelly now, his own centre back position. He's side by the minimum. Hugely entertaining game here at Tuam Stadium. Owen Kelly now looks up around for the football, gives it back to the brother Sean. And Sean now, you feel like Mark Cullen are just trying to take the sting out of it here.
Yeah, Sean Kelly, I have to say, it's back to his best today. He's been very good, has gone on a lot of ball, and he's going on these
he's opening up again here, isn't he? Pops the ball over the top, onwards they go. Paul Kelly now is coming through a goal. Backwards it comes, shot comes in, big save, the scrambles. Oh, it's out for a 4, no, quite out for a 45. Across the face the way it goes. What's the decision going to be? Referee says play on. Tuam Stars take a big breath, and a big roar will come here again. Oh, so close to another Mark Cullen goal. Across the face the goal went. It could have gone anywhere, and Tuam are hanging on, and it's still only a 1 point ball game.
Tuam are hanging on there. That could have been game, set and match if that went in. They're hanging on, but they're coming, they're not giving it in. They're coming strong here again now. Ben O'Connell lofts the ball up the top, encouraging Conor Rattigan to get the football. He won't get that though. There's good defending over there. And as Sean Kelly seems to be everywhere at the moment, gets a vital interception of the football, scoops the ball in field. They have the advantage hand up as well, but they're keeping on possession. And Conor Corcoran now gives it towards Owen Gallagher, go a bit deeper. 9 minutes to go. Mark Cullen by 1-8 to 10 points here in Tuam Stadium. It's a packed Tuam Stadium, and Owen Gallagher now is going for a run. Pops the ball down the left hand side. We're onwards to keep on possession. Now they're coming forward. And it's Michael Maigh now, still covering a good bit of ground. Is about to hit the 21 on the left-hand side in front of the scoreboard. Cuts the ball backwards, where it's picked up by Michael O'Reilly. O'Reilly now goes left, goes right, keeps on possession, pops it back, and the shot comes in from Gallagher. Difficult angle. It's short though, and Tuam Stars, you feel like they're nearly using up the 9 lives here, but they need a score. They need to get this level again. Yeah, Mike Cullen are leaving them in the game though. They've missed a few chances, and you know they might rue them chances when it comes to the end of the game. McGlinchey now has been tagged by Tom Clark. Clark just about got the ball away, but McGlinchey still goes. Hasn't made a good bit of ground. McGlinchey now going on the sideline. He's found half a yard. It didn't seem like there was any space there. Gary O'Donnell gets the football off him again, just outside the 45. Chips the ball backwards. Tuam now looking to reset, and onwards they go with the football. They're pushing up. There's tired bodies everywhere. There's fresh legs about to come in. It's Aidan Claffey is stripped and ready to go. He'll be on the action next couple of months. And the ball in towards Grugan. He's got the football, but he's dropped it. And outwards they come there. And it's Conor Corcoran who just tidy things up, and onwards they come again. There's almighty scrambling going on here, but the ball is kept in possession of Mike Cullen. Every sort of challenge is helter-skelter. Yeah, absolutely. Grugan was very unlucky there. If he caught that ball, he would have probably got a mark. Not a shot, he just dropped it. But Mike Cullen on the attack here again. And they still lead by 1-8 to 10 points. Maloney is still going with the football. Such amount of ground he's going. He's surely fouled, but onwards he go. His hand has been tugged. Referee, what's he going to do? He's going to give the free in belatedly, and it's all the way up towards the edge of the D. And Tom Clark will make way here. Aidan Claffey in for Mark Cullen. But most importantly, it's a change here. Is Jamie Murphy about to come back on again in the next couple of moments? There's some action off the bench, but this is an important free for Paul Kelly now, just on the right hand side of the D. And it allows an opportunity to potentially put his side back 2 in front. Jamie Murphy is back on there as well. He seems to replace Luke Davern. So another change, another throw of the dice for Dave Dolan, but all eyes now on Paul Kelly. He's already got 1 free since he's taken over the duties after Desi Keneally has departed just shortly into the second half to try and give his side a 2-point advantage here with 6.5 minutes to go. Kelly has missed it. He's put it wide, and it feels like this game is here for Tuam. They've had so many opportunities to be out of it, but yet it's still only a 1-point ball game. Yeah, absolutely, and they've brought on Jamie Murphy again now. You know, he's probably the guy they want to see to get them see at home. But if they win this kick out, they have a great chance. They don't, because it's one here from Mike Cullen. Michael Maigh has won the ball, gives it back towards Paul Kelly. Kelly now is down on the ground, he scrambles the ball backwards, and Tuam Stars have the football. What a game here we have. Will there be an equaliser? There's a good bit of play to go. Murphy, he's back in for the second occasion, gets the ball, chips it into towards the corner for Grugan. He's already got 1. He's going for an outrageous angle. Oh dear, oh dear. He went for an outrageous effort, got nowhere near the goal in the end. It still remains 10 points for Tuam Stars, 1-8 for Mike Cullen, their second wide of the game.
but it's a bit rash that.
Yeah, a bit rash. I suppose the one thing that Tuam have been so good today, which they probably weren't in previous games, is their shot conversion rate has been outstanding. But Grugan just probably had more time than he thought. He thought Sean Kelly was closer to him and just pulled the trigger. And, unfortunate now to drop
Paul Pellet, no, referees changed his mind. I thought he'd say he's been done for too many steps. There's a ball over the top, and there's open country here as Neil Mackay comes forward. He's already got a goal. There's options on right hand side. Backwards it goes. It'll be a free in. A cynical foul being done here. Cullen are furious, but they have got the free in. And how things have turned over the top here. They were nearly in Jimmer on the left hand side, just outside the edge of the area. This one will be a tap over free. Cullen will go 2 points in the lead with 5 minutes to go, but again, it could have been more.
Yeah, but I'd like to see the amount of steps there as well. There was probably a foul, but it could have been a free out as well. There was a lot of steps taken there from the Mike Cullen player. I don't know who was it Riley?
O'Reilly, yeah,
O'Reilly
came forward that time, but
yeah, big free now for Paul.
Kelly, yeah, especially if the one he missed a couple of moments ago. Although you would say this one is just outside the 14, left hand side. And this one will give his side a 2 point advantage, and over the bar it goes. So 1-9 now for Mark Cullen, 10 points for Tuam Stars. Clock shows 4 minutes and 20 seconds of normal time left here. They go short again. But Tuam, I said they needed the last score. They definitely need the next one.
Yeah, it just shows that at this stage, that miss by Jack Grugan is punished on the other side. It's small margin that win games, but they're going to have to come out now and come fighting.
So they're coming flying forward. Onwards it goes again. Rory O'Connor. Still onwards go. Claffey is trying to put the pressure on. Claffey's put him down the floor. O'Connor, the ball is on the floor. Is it a turnover? McGlinchey comes out with it. No, he doesn't. It's picked over there. That's a substitute straight away into proceedings. And it's picked up on a free, which they'll take quickly. Backwards they recycle. No time for waiting around. Tuam Stars trail by 2. Straight ball up towards Mannion. He's done well. He's on the floor. It's a free in. He's given the mark, has he? He has given the mark.
That's outstanding.
But what a catch that was.
An outstanding mark. There was a player right on him. He couldn't do it. If he didn't catch that ball, it was a free out. But this is a big kick for him now.
Just inside the 45. Dead centre and Mannion to make it a 1 point ball game. Oh, has he tailed it? He has. It's out for their third wide of the game. But that's 2 wides in a row as well.
Yeah, they were so good at it for so long, and it's 2 wides in a row when they really need one. They probably need to get the next score. Angus Tierney's coming off here now as well. Another great stalwart
Max
for
O'Connell coming in for the last 3 minutes of action. There'll probably be 2 or 3 minutes of addition time as well. But Mark Cullen by 2, 1-9 to 10 points. They're almost there, you feel. It will be a repeat of last year's county final. Power now, no messing around, drives this one high up towards the middle of the pitch, and a free has been given to Tuam Stars. And Jamie Murphy has so much room down the left hand side, just inside the 45. He needs some help. He's going to break towards the 21. He's looking for options. He has got help. Backwards they go, keeping on possession. Murphy gets it again, and this time he's outnumbered. It's half intercepted. Backwards it goes towards Radigan. Radigan now running down the heart of the goal. Needs a little bit of an angle though. Gary O'Donnell has got one. Will he shoot again? No, he goes back. Grugan, this one is high, and it's wide again. 3 wides in a row. The shooting at the most important time for Tuam Stars has just gone astray.
Yeah, they're probably just shooting outside the scoring zone. They're probably better off to bring it in. Conor Rattigan did very well carrying it in, but Jack Grugan, that's 2 wides in a row. They really need to get another score now very quickly. What's left there in it?
There's about 2 minutes of normal time left, just less than that.
Still time if they can just tidy up the shooting.
So 2 point advantage for Mark Cullen, 1-9 for 10 points.
They got man for the kick out here as well.
Yeah, another change there. Sees Phil McDonough has had a fine game. He's replaced by Sean O'Connor. Scrap on the middle of the pitch. Gary O'Donnell nearly had it. He's lost it. Who is going to get possession? It's absolutely paramount. It's a ruck, and out comes a lot. I think it's Grugan has won the football. He has the number 14. He's going to get it in a couple of yards as well. So now the dilemma on the 45. Do you go for goal here or take your point and make it a 1 point ball game? As the goalkeeper has come up, he got one in the first half. Oh, this is a big moment.
Yeah, you definitely go for a point, but you just wonder who's the best one to take it. Brian Mannion knows his range. It probably suits him a bit more here now, this one. But massive kick for him and for Tuam.
So 3 minutes of addition time, so about 4 minutes of football. It's taken by Mannion, and he's put it wide. Oh dear, these wides will not make healthy viewing when they look back on this later on the tonight from the Tuam Stars perspective. It's still a 2-point advantage for Maigh Cuillinn. And they reset, but those wide standing office Germans, they're starting to haunt them.
Yeah, it's disheartening for Tuam perspective because they are getting a lot of ball, but they're just not converting.
They've got the football back again. Reedy now coming forward down the sideline, gives it towards Ben O'Connell. O'Connell now on the 21. Heavy challenge comes in and a free, but it's all the way over on the right hand side. This one is too difficult surely to shoot, is it?
Yeah, any of the shots that they've taken are probably outside the scoring zone. The next shot they take must be in the scoring zone.
Onwards they go again. It's all hands to the pump here for Tuam Stars. They trail by 2. We've just about to start the 2 minutes of additional time. They need 3 minutes, in fact, so another minute on top of that to try and get the breakthrough. The advance mark is being taken over there by Jamie Murphy. He's got so many scores over the years for Tuam Stars. This one might be the most important of the lot, to try and make it a 1-point ball game as we hit deep into injury time. What a kick this is coming now from the advance back from Murphy. It looks short though, and it is, and into the hands there, and Sean Kelly comes out with the football, and it's just gone disastrously wrong for Tuam Stars.
Yeah, you just wonder, was Jamie better off to take that ball on? It's still a difficult position. The next shot they take has to be in around the scoring area, but you think time is running out nearly for them now.
Maigh Cuillinn though have found a bit of room now as they tear down the left hand side, trying to see this out in style. They lead by 2 at the moment. We've played a minute of the 3, making a good bit around in towards the corner they go, keeping on possession, and backwards they go. This is pretty much hold on to it at all costs now is the field. They're going backwards to the goal, where it's picked up by Owen Gallagher. Owen Gallagher has Johnny Maloney over to his right hand side, but Gallagher skips past Conor Rattigan. Gallagher still going. He's covering so much ground. He's outside the D. Pops the ball over the top. This is half a goal scoring opportunity. They punch it up and they punch it over the bar. It's a flowing move. Paul Kelly gives it the little bit of a fist pump because he knows that is the pivotal score. 1-10 to 10 points. And Dermot, just look at the crowd. They're heading for the home. I think that's it.
Yeah, you can see the Maigh Cuillinn guys. They're just all sprinting back. Every one of them are back now, so it's going to be very difficult for Tuam to get something here. But when Tuam look back, if they don't get a result here, they did have their chances. They've 4 wides in a row. It's probably a goal now. It's the only thing that'll save them.
Yeah, a minute and a half to go. They trail by 3. They need a goal, you feel. Conor Rattigan now is to drive one in around the house. That's where it goes. Up to the sea of bodies. Where's the ball going? It's scrambling around. But out comes again. It's Maigh Cuillinn with the football and it's the goal scorer. Neil Mulcahy coming out. Oh, is he taking too many steps? He gets the decision. A free out. Just before he got clattered. He's going to take his time, but I think we are going to have a repeat of last year's county final.
Yeah, more than likely. Tuam have been absolutely outstanding. They've given everything here today, but I think if Maigh Cuillinn are to get over, they needed this game. They needed this game. That they're going into play. A brilliant team in Cuillinn. They needed this game. It's probably the first game this year that they've had to go to the well, and it will stand to them if they can see this over. It's still not over. There's only a score in it here though.
30 seconds only go. It will be in a goal that will be desired by Tuam Stars because Maigh Cuillinn lead by 3 points, 1-10 to 10 points. Sean Kelly drives it long, but it's picked up again by Tuam Stars, who've pushed everyone forward. One more Hail Mary, you feel, into the town end. Can they get forward? Can they do extra time over on the 14 on the right hand side? The ball is chipped in around the house. This is it. Up with the sea of bodies. The ball breaks around. They're scampered to get the ball out. The ball breaks. Tuam have it again. Mannion loses the football, picks it up. It's dramatic. It's scrambling around. Who has the football? Maigh Cuillinn have it. They're trying to drive their way out, and a free out has been given. When it matters most, the Maigh Cuillinn defence have stood up like men and warriors in there.
Yeah, no better than David Wynn. He's been outstanding, probably one of Maigh Cullinn's best players today. But Mulcahy seems to come on, has been brilliant. He's towering forward here.
And there's nobody in the goal. He's still going. He breaks the 21. He resists the temptation to take a shot. He's just going to keep on the football. He's side lead by 3. The time is up, and there is the full-time whistle in Tuam Stadium. It's despair for Tuam Stars, but Maigh Cuillinn are back in the county final. But my God, Jimmer, they've had to earn this one. 1-10 to 10 points. Firstly, what a game of football, but the character yet again from Carl Clancy's side.
Yeah, you have to say it probably is the game that the championship came alive. It's this year the championship really needed this game, and Tuam were absolutely outstanding. They give everything. They die with their boots on. Just, their efficiency was so good up until the last 10 minutes, and just probably human nature, you're going to miss a few, but unfortunately they were all in the same together near the end. So the likes of Gary Donald, Jamie Murphy, these guys have put in some fantastic years. Hopefully they won't throw in the towel yet and they'll have another go at it, but they will be back. Maigh on the other side, as I said to you before, they needed this game. They were just kind of hovering around. This is the first time that they played all their players, and they were pushed right to the wire. The only thing that would be worry for Maigh is the injuries that they've picked up with Desi Keneally, and Peter Cook seems like he was holding a quad, and James McLaughlin went off. So I'm sure the physios will be working tirelessly to get them back for Corofin, because by God will they need them against Corofin.
Yeah, that's just an important point, isn't it? At the end of the pitch, no Desi Keneally, no Peter Cook, no Niall Walsh, the big players that you said through. But it was the other players. Neil Mackay come on, got a goal. Finn McDonough had a fine game. There's loads more impact from the bench there as well. It was, not quite the big names that we come to use. It's the other side of the cards came up trumps for Carl Clancy's side.
Yeah, absolutely. But just you have to put your hat out to Tuam there. They gave it everything they had. They really had a very good year from a kind of a disappointing few years for Tuam in the last few years. They've given it everything. Had a really good season. Got to a league final and now to a county semi-final. They've a young teams. They've a good under-19 team coming. They have a lot of lads blooded there. So the future is bright for Tuam. But Maigh have just automatically have to focus now on the county final. What a challenge it is, what a game it's going to be for Maigh v Tuam or Corofin. They're not going to fear Corofin. They've beaten them before. I think they beat them in their first county final. I think it was Corofin. So they won't fear them. But they will have to bring a different level of intensity the next day to stick with Corofin, because they looked so impressive. But they can only beat what's in front of them, and they did very well today.
So that wraps up a dramatic day of football, particularly the second game here in Tuam Stadium. But it is, as you are pretty much in Galway football, it's a repeat of last year's county final here, back in Tuam Stadium in 2 weeks' time. It will be unmissable. It will be Corofin versus Maigh yet again. What a game that will turn out to be. And thanks to Dermot, thanks to all the guys on camera work here as well in Tuam Stadium. We hope we enjoyed this afternoon's feast of football. But it is a victory here in the second game for Maigh, 110 to Tuam Stars, 10 points. Slán agus Spanacht, and we'll see you back in 2 weeks' time for the county final.
QFinancial.ie got the price and advice for me.
Pension auto-enrollment will soon be introduced. This means that all full-time workers over the age of 23 earning more than €20,000 per year must contribute to a pension, and employers must contribute. What are those pension entitlements, and is there independent advice available? The Q Financial Pension Team are experienced in advising both employees and employers of the positive and affordable options available for your situation. Call 091 421 900 or log on to qfinancial.ie.
Q Financial, qfinancial.ie.
Based in Clare, Galway, OMA Financial Services Limited, trading as qfinancial.ie, is an authorised independent pension intermediary regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland.
We redefine your relationship with energy, save you money, and get you on the path to a cleaner, greener future. JFW Renewables, your nationwide solar energy specialists. Call us today for a greener tomorrow.
Every single ticket that's sold, 5% of proceeds from that ticket is going to Jigsaw to help us provide free therapy for young people aged 12 to 25 across Galway City and County who are experiencing difficulty with their mental health.
Punches back towards the gallery. He likes to have a shot at goal. He nearly goes across Thomas Murphy. He does. He takes a shot at goal. Will it hang up? Will it squeeze in? It looks good. It almost, but they recite it back. There's options behind, and that's where the ball goes. Ball is coming at pace now. Is Reedy. Can he go with the left boot? He can. It's a difficult angle. He's got it. Listen, due to an injury. Paul Kelly was on free kick duty. He only had one at the end of the game. But Desi, like a golf swing, he's nailed it.
But, definitely what he will bring is intensity. And you can
Look at
see
David Wynn now coming on a run here. David Wynn going inside the boot. Oh, have a little bit of field where it's taken up there by Brian Mannion. And Brian Mannion hits traffic, gets a shot in though. This will be a big kick, making a 1-point ball game. What is the umpire going to do? He's going to put the
defensive play there by
early ball up towards Mannion. Outside the D, trying to level the sides. Goes back on the right. Can he make it a level game on the right? It might be short. No, it has a right hand side where it's picked up by Peter Cook. Does a 1-2. Will he go for goal? He will, Peter Cook. This one looks better. Has he got it? The umpire nods a wonderful
to level it up again.
So here comes Mannion off the left. That's going to start very, very left, but it's curling. Will it come in enough? It just might, What a bit of excitement here in Tuam Stadium, waiting for the goalkeeper to strike this. 45 gives it the boot with the right. It looks good. Oh, he's take a shot at goal. Dummy solo goes in towards traffic. Has to be careful. Still going onwards the goal. Radigan outside of the right. Radigan, has he got it? He has. Desi Keneally is going to strike it off the hands just inside the 45, left hand side. He strikes it. It looks good. It is good. About to go for a half-time cuppa. This will make it 6 points apiece. And will keep this game on an absolute knife edge as Keneally drives it over the bar. Pops the ball over the top now for McDonagh. And McDonagh back on the left. Sees a bit of open country. He's driving now the heart of the goal. Can he get his shot away? He can. Oh, what a score that is. Mannion now chips the ball over the top. Look where Gary O'Donnell is coming like a train. He deserves the score, you feel. He's going to take it out the right. It'll be a big score. How we level again? I think we're
in here, but you have to say all the big players for Tuam are turning up today.
So Manny now from inside the D, dead central, over the moon by here in a packed Tuam Stadium. So Paul Kelly, his first strike at goal from a place ball, and he's nailed it. No pressure. Ben O'Connell is coming around. O'Connell in towards the corner. Needs some help. Punches the ball in field. Grugan his first touch. It's an almighty tight angle. Listen to the roar. On the pass Grugan. He does. Pops the ball in field. They're motoring nicely. Just couldn't get the hand pass away. Now the wheel over this side where Johnny Maloney's coming. Cuts back on the right. No. Pops the ball in field. Now it's potentially coming through and goal. Shot. Will can they get the goal away? Big save. Big save. Out for a 45. And David Wynn coming forward with the football. This will be a big score off the turnover. David Wynn is covering a power ground. Wynn is going back. He's hit traffic. He's still going. Ball bobbles up in the air. It's taken up by Conor Corcoran. This coming through on goal. Davron's coming through for the second occasion. Davron on the left. Into the back of the floor. Onwards they go now with Darragh O'Rourke. O'Rourke has been hounded out of it. Needs some help. It's still going. O'Rourke takes a solo. Can he get it through from a difficult angle? What a score. You would say this one is just outside the 14. Left hand side. And this one will give his side a 2-point advantage. And over the bar, Gallagher still going. He's covering so much ground. He's outside the D. Pops the ball over the top. This is half a goal scoring opportunity. They punch it up and they punch it over the bar.
David Wynn, he's been outstanding. Probably one of Mike Cullen's best players today. But Maigh since he's come on has been brilliant. He's towering forward here.
And there's nobody in the goal. He's still going. He breaks the 21. This is the temptation to take a shot. He's just going to keep on the football. His side lead by 3. The time is up. And there is the full-time whistle in Tuam Stadium. It's despair for Tuam Stars, but Maigh Cullen are back in the county final. But my God, Jimmer, they've had to earn this one. 110 to 10 points. Firstly, what a game of football, but the character.